All right, number 3. It says the tree diagram shows all of the possible outcomes for which event. So which event am I looking at? I know that H and T stand for the heads and tails of a coin. So I know that I'm flipping a coin. And actually it's singular. It's one coin because it's only showing the 2 options for the one coin. If I look over here, I've got numbers 1 through 6. Yes, they are listed twice. However, the number of times that it's listed has nothing to do with the number of times that it's rolled. Because remember, each of these branches represents an event. This is one event. This is another event. If there was another branch, then that would be a second event. For example, flipping another coin or rolling another die. So because there are 2 branches, this one and this one, I know there's 2 events. So this one says flipping a coin 2 times, rolling 2 number cubes, flipping a coin and rolling, and flipping a coin and rolling. So all of these represent 2 events. That's good. However, if I flipped a coin 2 times, it would be heads and tails, and then my next branch would be heads and tails, and heads and tails. So this cannot be true. B says rolling 2 number cubes. Well, on a number cube, my options are 1 through 6. If I rolled a 1 on the first one, I could roll a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. This tree would get nasty very quickly, but that's what my tree would look like with all these other branches if I were rolling 2 number cubes. So that's not correct. Flipping a coin, that's my heads and tails, and rolling 2 number cubes. Oh shoot, that's 3 events. So I should have read that more carefully. 3 events I automatically know is wrong because again, there's only 2 branches. This would be flipping a coin. Ooh, so it would be H and T. Then you'd have the 6 branches. Ooh, and then you would have another branch of 6. Ugh, barf. That's a nasty tree diagram. That would be for letter C. And then this one says flipping a coin and rolling a number cube, which I can clearly see here. Here's my coin. Here's my number cube because I've got the 6 choices. So D was the correct answer for number 3. All right, number 4, open-ended question. Of 100 random students surveyed. So this is my total. A lot of times they don't give you the total, you have to add it up. 42 own a dog, 34 own a cat, 15 own a dog and a cat, and 9 own neither a dog nor a cat. Based upon the results, these are my results, so based on these numbers, how many of the next 20? Remember what I told you earlier on problem number 1? Anytime they're giving you data, but then they're asking about 80 times, 20 times, 100 times, you know you're going to be setting up a proportion. So of the next means proportion. And I know that 20 is what they're looking at, and the unknown is how many times out of those 20 will whatever occur. So let's see, it says, would you expect to own a dog and a cat? Let's read this again. 42 own a dog, 34 own a cat, 15 own a dog and a cat. So here's the deal. If they didn't have the 15 that owned a dog and a cat, I would have said add these 2 numbers together. But the reality of it is they're not saying own a dog or a cat. That would be where I added these together. It would be together, the both, the dog and the cat together. That's only 15. Now 15 out of how many? Well, that's easy. They told me it's out of 100. Here's my proportion. Let's see. I could simplify 15 out of 100 if I wanted to. I could, let's see. I know that 20 times 5 gives me 100. So in the opposite direction would be dividing by 5. So I could easily do 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. What that means is out of 20, 3 people would own both a dog and a cat. Okay, together. 3. 3 is my answer on that question. And the last one for this page, number 5. A bag contains 6 blue, 10 green, 8 red. Let's count those up. Probably need a total of those. A spinner has 4 equal sections labeled 1 through 4. What is the probability of drawing a blue marble? So probability of blue. and the spinner landing on 2. That's what this looks like. I've done a lot of practice looking at probabilities written this way. So we've got 18, 24 marbles total. How many are blue? 6 of them are blue. Then it says landing on a 2. Well, there's 4 equal sections. They're labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's only one section that is a 2 out of 4. Now I can multiply straight across if I want to, but I think I'm actually going to simplify this because I know that 6 goes into 6 one time and 6 goes into 24 4 times. So what that creates is 1/4 times 1/4. Makes my life a lot easier. Multiply straight across to get 1/16. My answer choice here is letter B.